Chapter 1. Modes of Plant Reproduction. Let's learn reproduction in plants, growing from seeds, reproduction from different parts of plants, seed dispersal. All living things need to produce their own kind to sustain their population. This process by which an organism, plant or animal produces new individuals is known as reproduction. Different modes of reproduction are found in plants. Reproduction in plants. There are mainly two ways by which plants can reproduce. 1. Reproduction from seeds. Most plants bear flowers. Flowers are the reproductive organs in plants. These flowers develop into fruits which bear seeds. These seeds can give rise to new plants of the same kind. The flowers turn into fruits. These fruits may have one or many seeds inside them. The seeds give rise to new plants. Reproduction through seeds. 2. Reproduction from different parts of plants. In some plants, new plants can grow from roots, stems, or leaves of the parent plants. Growing from seeds. Most plants reproduce from seeds. The process by which a seed produces a baby plant or seedling is called germination. Structure of a seed. A seed consists of three parts: seed coat, cotyledons, embryo. A seed is covered by an outermost covering called seed coat, which protects the seed inside. Inside the seed coat, fleshy seed leaves or cotyledons are present. The cotyledon stores food for the baby plant till it can start producing its own food. The baby plant or embryo, which is present inside the cotyledons, grows into a new plant. Info-hive. Some plants like gram, peas, beans have seeds with two cotyledons, so they are called dicotyledonous or dicot plants, whereas some like maize and rice have seeds with only one cotyledon and are called monocotyledonous or monocot plants. Germination. During favorable conditions, the seed grows into a baby plant or seedling. This process of seed growing into a seedling is called germination. During germination, the seed absorbs water and then swells. Seed coat becomes soft. As the seed swells, it leads to the rupture of seed coat and seedling comes out. It gets its food from the cotyledons in the beginning. The baby plant first develops roots and then a tiny green shoot emerges from the other end. The roots grow downwards and the shoot grows upwards towards sunlight. Gradually, the shoot elongates to form a proper stem and develops leaves. Cotyledons fall off and the new plant starts photosynthesis. A seed needs the right amount of water, air and warmth to germinate. These conditions may not be suitable at all times. So, seeds wait for the arrival of these ideal conditions before they germinate. This waiting period is called dormancy. Info-hive. Mushroom does not produce seeds. It reproduces by spores. Reproduction from different parts of plants. In some plants, new plants can grow from other parts of the plant, such as from roots, stem, or leaves of the parent plant. Reproduction from stem. Plants like rose, coleus, sugarcane, hibiscus, and money plant can be grown from stem cuttings. Potato, ginger, and onion are examples of underground stems. Part of their stem can also be used to grow new plants. Potato and ginger have buds called eyes on them. A portion of the stem containing an eye can be used to grow new plants. Each eye can grow into a new plant. Reproduction from roots. Some plants like sweet potato, carrot, radish, turnip and dahlia can be grown from their roots. If we cut the upper portion of a carrot and plant it, a new plant will grow from it after a few days. Reproduction from leaves. Some plants like bryophyllum reproduce from their leaves. The margins of leaves have buds. These buds, when fall off on the ground, grow into new plants. Info Hive. Cocodemur is the largest seed in the world. It is the seed of a palm tree. It can reach about 30 centimeters long and weigh up to 18 kilograms. Seed dispersal. A plant produces many seeds, but all seeds do not germinate. Some seeds get destroyed or do not receive the ideal conditions for growth. If all the seeds of a plant grow very close to each other, they will compete with each other for air, water, sunlight, and nutrients. Many of them will die due to lack of ideal conditions, and only a few will survive. That is why plants take the help of nature to scatter their seeds far away. The process by which seeds are scattered away from the parent plant is called seed dispersal. Dispersal by wind. This is the most common form of seed dispersal. Seeds of plants like cotton, dandelion, sycamore are very light. They have wings or hair on them. These seeds are therefore easily carried away by wind. Dispersal by water. Seeds of plants which grow in or near water are dispersed by water. Seeds of some plants like lotus have a spongy part. Seeds of some plants like coconut have a fibrous covering. This covering helps them to float on water, which carries them to different places. Dispersal by animals. Human beings and animals eat fruits like mangoes, oranges, grapes, and throw away their seeds, which grow into new plants. Some seeds have sticky hair, bristles, spikes, or hooks on them. They stick to the fur of animals, feathers of birds, or clothes, and are thus carried to other places. Sometimes the seeds are passed out undigested through the droppings of birds and animals. Example, seeds of cherries. They germinate into new plants. Dispersal by explosion. Fruits or pods of some plants like peas, beans, and poppy burst open after ripening and on becoming dry. Their seeds get scattered in all directions by the force of explosion. Recap. The process by which an organism produces new individuals is called reproduction. Most plants reproduce through seeds. Some reproduce through roots, stem, or leaves. The process by which a seed grows into a seedling is called germination. The process by which seeds are carried far away from the parent plant is called seed dispersal. Seeds are dispersed by wind, water, animals, or explosion so that they may get favorable conditions